Hello and welcome to a very special now playing of Quantum Break. We are the Time Wizards, Daniel Dwyer, Michael Mahardy. How you doing, Mike?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. I've played a bunch of this game over the past week or so. We got it super early. This thing's not out for like 3 weeks.
Right.
But we're not allowed to show a lot of the game. We're not allowed to show all the game. We're allowed to show a snippet of the game, which is about, I'll say, 30 minutes in maybe after a big event.
Okay.
And then we have to stop it short of the second half, the second chapter, which is fine. Because there's a big, massive TV show in the middle of it, which we may or may not watch.
Okay.
Which will be changed slightly based on the decisions that we make. So let's hop right into it. I'm going to be playing. You are going to be checking out the Twitch chat primarily.
Right.
And we join our heroes, Mr. Jack Joyce, played by Sean Ashmore, Iceman, and Mr. William Joyce, played by Dominic Monaghan, one of those hobbits.
That was the first time my powers started to manifest.
And that was the first time his powers started to manifest. So, this is our boy. Look, doesn't he look very photorealistic?
Yeah. You're already in an area that looks like it would be the end of any other game.
Right, yeah. This is the start of the game. Some embargoed stuff happened up there, which we're not allowed to show.
A university.
And right now, we're trying to escape from the horrible events that have happened. I just killed this guy with time powers, and you'll see a bit more of that in a second.
Okay.
But now I got a pistol. So this is a straight-up third-person shooter. It's in the guise of Alan Wake and Max Payne before it. Remedy know how to make third-person shooters. But this one is a lot more narrative-driven. There's a lot of exploration, environmental storytelling, picking up things. Some of those things matter. Some of them don't. There's a lot of reading. There's a lot of, picking up pieces of articles of from newspapers and whatnot and reading it if you want to. And then there's other stuff which is essentially objects that when you pick them up, they change the narrative of the game.
Okay.
But how much they do that is really sort of I haven't really come across yet because I'm not too far. I'm about halfway through the game.
Do they cause disturbances in the time-space continuum or whatever Doc Brown always says?
Not really. You're not. The game is very linear from what I've played. It is very linear, set piece orientated, I would say as well.
Okay.
Especially this first part. So this part here is we're still in storytelling mode, so they're not really allowing you to have much agency here whatsoever.
Right.
But I do get to press L to move forward.
Nice.
So there's that.
Following Mary through the tunnels and whatnot.
Exactly, yeah. We're going to keep an eye on the Twitch chat as well. Let us know if the audio sounds all good and whatnot. Obviously, we're talking over some very good Hollywood actors here, so let us know. Oh, we better be quiet. Okay, we're good. We're good. I got to press L to move forward some more, Mike.
It's causing tension.
Tension. It's not really tense for me because I've already done this.
Yeah.
But
you're also having a casual conversation with this guy.
with my hobbit brother.
Yeah.
Oh! He just hit the wall. That's pretty good, actually. So I will say the acting and and some of this some of the writing is actually pretty good. It's pretty sharp. They want a bit more audio? Yeah, there you go.
Let me know if that's better. I turn it up a little bit.
We also have Littlefinger from Game of Thrones in this as well, who is trying very, very hard, Aidan Gillen, to hide his Northern Irish accent, but it doesn't really do a very good job. He had the worst Boston accent ever in The Wire. I remember. Speaking of The Wire, Lance Reddick from The Wire is also in this as well. He'll come up later on.
Involved is the last thing I wanted. I'm sorry.
So essentially,
Right.
the game over the course of the first chapter is introducing you to your various time wizard powers. So there are powers such as stop time in a bubble and bubble of time shield that'll protect you from bullets and running fast because of time. And essentially, once they layer a couple of these on, it makes the combat interesting. But what I will say is from playing it, I'm not reviewing it or anything like that. Peter Brown's reviewing this game. But from playing it, I think coming off the Division, I've felt like the movement and the shooting in this is way more floaty than I'd like.
Okay.
Which you're about to see in a second.
All right.
Get down! I gotta shoot this guy. Oh.
So right now it's...
Oh, and they also totally stole the slow-mo from Max Payne 3.
Okay.
Which is beautiful, because they made the original Max Payne, and then Rockstar made Max Payne 3, so I think that's That's actually pretty
They're
funny.
just taking it back.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it, we're gonna take your cool slowdown mechanic. Oh no, get down. So you snap to cover. So I just pressed A there because I was maybe the gameplay down a little bit probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been playing a lot of the Division lately. So if I pop up here, it's gonna see like the decent amount of auto targeting, which you can turn off if you want. I can't just throw a chair at me.
He's on a
Shooting the chair.
He's trying to jam
look,
the chair
just
into his
murder
pistol.
him. Yeah, he's trying to shoot chairs at me. There is a lot of that actually, a lot of physics wobbliness. Look, just kick bodies around and stuff.
This is on Xbox One for those
Yes, we're
asking.
playing on Xbox One right now. There is a PC version which will be coming out on Windows 10, which is now a thing we have to worry about. The game is not coming out on Steam.
So user Desart was asking, from what you played and what you can talk about, does this feel like a Sam Lake game? Like from what you played before from him?
It feels super Remedy, which,
Okay.
you know, which means, I think kind of means two things. One, there's a very specific type of movement that happens in these games, and this feels like that.
Okay.
Two, it means that it feels relatively linear, like very linear. Like Alan Wake was linear as hell, right?
Mhm.
And it didn't suffer because of it. Like it was
Right.
a game that was telling a particular story, and it had particular set pieces, and through the sort of linear. Oh yeah, murder him! Boom, boom.
Pulled you through at a good pace.
Yeah, what it does is it allows them to set up interesting set pieces as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this game has a lot of like wow kind of slow down moments happening.
Sure.
I haven't been using my powers at all, so I should probably start to do that now.
Yeah, show us some time powers.
Yeah, I think I've only got one at the moment, so I'm gonna have to. And sadly, I just went over the tutorial where it was. So
Is it called bullet time?
No, it's
To further flip off rocks.
Oh look, I picked up a narrative object.
All right.
So you can. There's a lot of these. There's
So
a lot of emails.
Have you read through any of these extensively, or?
I have until I realized just how many are in this game.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, screw that. I'm just going to mess up these chairs. Though.
I always feel bad because I know there was like someone who went through a lot to write those, but when they're just throwing at you left and right, it's kind of tough to. I'd rather play a game.
I mean, there's a reason why audio logs exist, right?
Sure.
Because you get to the best of both worlds. Look at this guy.
We need to get to my car.
So the acting's super good.
Just walk me through this.
The story is interesting because it's doing that whole, you know, what happened first thing,
In theory,
where you're like,
I built something for
this is the start of the story for me, but how much of the story has been played out already at this stage?
Sure.
Like how there are people from the future, people from the past,
Okay.
versions of other people who are from,
Maybe the door.
you know, from the timeline you know them, and then the timeline 17 years ahead. Like it's kind of all over the place, which is cool. It makes it interesting.
Drops you in what's the term? In media res or whatever, right in the middle of the story, kind of.
Oh yeah. Whoa. I use my time wizard powers.
Did he do that on accident? Like, trigger it?
Think so.
Like a Harry Potter thing?
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is discovering his powers. You might want to help him get those bullets
Yeah.
away. Press Y to save brother from bullets. Pull him out.
Somehow I could focus and unfreeze Will. Even if the world was still frozen.
So this is cool, right? Look at that. Look how rad that looks.
Yeah.
And this happens a lot, and I like it a lot.
Right. About the fracture.
Can I walk through these bullets? Yeah. You know what the best thing I can do is? Take this guy's gun.
Oh, that's great. Their magazines are full of tracer rounds. It looks like. Makes sense for. It looks better when it's paused.
Internal combat.
Yeah.
Really need to know where your bullets are going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I even need those bullets. Yeah, so this is, you know,
Where's your car?
the start of the game.
This way.
This is where you came in earlier. So this is like a, you know, what it was like before you came in. There was like student protests happening out here. So now, naturally, there's some police clamping down on some students. Look at that shit, though. Look at that. This is a girl who you can choose to talk to earlier in the game as well.
I'm gonna get her moving.
She may or may not have a part in the story depending on your actions.
Okay.
And he's
Is
like
all-
trying to pull her out of.
Oh, that's
My,
trippy.
my time wizard powers aren't working.
She's not unfreezing.
Only works on my brother for some reason.
Why isn't it working on the others? I don't know.
But it just looks cool. Look at this
Coronavirus
nonsense.
exposure.
Look at that thing. I don't even know what that is.
Them all. It's a goddamn invasion.
It
So they-
looks really good.
They talk a lot about chronons, which are the
Taking everybody.
time MacGuffin that
Oh.
sort of powers a lot of what's going on in this.
So like the M word from the early Star Wars movies.
Yes.
Okay.
They are the metachlorians of
Alright.
of this game.
Good start to it.
So later on, there are like big tubs of chronons that you can shoot and make time stuff happen. But we're gonna see a lot more of the time combat coming up in the next section here.
Okay.
Any more questions from?
Yeah, can you talk about the relationship between the TV show, the TV episodes, and
Sure.
the gameplay?
So originally, when they were doing this, it sounded like this is back in the previous era of Microsoft, right, where they were doing all their like TV nonsense, and it sounded like what they were going to do was have the TV show run alongside this, because the TV show kind of tells a separate perspective. So this is this guy's perspective, right? But then Monarch, who's the company who's doing all the time nonsense, the TV show kind of focuses on what's happening there along the same time as what's happening here. So previously they had this TV show running literally around the same time, or on television. But now it just happens after each chapter. So once I'm done with this chapter, there will be a 20-odd minute television show, like really well produced, like shockingly well produced. Way better than it should be. Like really, like I'm a camera nerd and a director, fanboy or whatever. But I really like how well it's shot, and clearly they spent a lot of money on it.
Does it almost approach being better than the gameplay at any point?
No, I think they're actually a pretty good match, and it has a lot of the same characters in both, which is pretty cool. I mean, I haven't played enough of that stuff to really give an opinion on it, and I'm not reviewing the game either. So, I mean, we're still under embargo for some of that stuff, but like. I was surprised by how good it was.
Okay.
But I think my expectations were probably a bit low.
Powers were growing.
You've also got Batman Vision,
Oh, okay.
because video games.
Yeah. See, the
Goes from
the flip side of that is I almost spend the entire game in, like, especially in Batman or Far Cry Primal, in that detective mode kind of. Like, I feel like I'm missing out if I'm not. But yeah, I'm curious once you play the entire game, what you think of like the pacing as far as how playing a chapter, then the TV show, and then playing a chapter, like how that affects the pacing.
I mean, I only did it once, so I can't tell how much it really affects it. But I'm gonna murder these guys though, because that's fun. Because video game murders is where it's at. I don't know if this guy's got any. Oh, I think he does. I think his backstory has some sort of like murder training. Boom! Best part of the game. Any more questions from our chitty chat friends? While I pick up all these dead gentlemen's guns.
Is this single player only?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do not believe there's any multiplayer. I'm
Right.
pretty sure there's no multiplayer. I am positive there's no
Yeah.
multiplayer.
So yeah, this is just single player on Xbox One for those asking about the platform as well.
I could see
Yeah.
an echo of the past.
I'm gonna read this Echo,
Arriving at the university.
which is not at all dissimilar from The Division as
right.
well. Now that I think about
Oh
it.
yeah. Does
Okay.
look similar.
I'm gonna check his gun. Or his car. That's not a gun, it's a car. Watch out! Whoa, better use my time powers.
All right.
Boom.
Something clicked.
Here we are.
Time bubble.
Yeah. This is the fun one.
And stop time in a focused area.
So you don't have to use a lot of your powers at the start because they're just teaching you how to do it. But this is when it sort of kicks in. So I'm gonna use. Whoa.
Do you know if you could play this
I should
offline or
basically pump a bunch of bullets into him, and it's done. Play it offline?
or like is this? Someone's asking if this is an always online game.
No, not
Imagine
at all.
it's
No,
not,
this
right?
is just a single player
Yeah.
game. I mean, you want your cloud saves, you're swapping
Yeah.
consoles, make sure you do that. But otherwise, you just make a time bubble and then you shoot it full of bullets. And then all the bullets to the guy at the same time, which is pretty cool.
Cool. Slow down right on the edge and then just pummel him.
Exactly.
A shotgun or something.
One go, yeah. Again, stuff like pretty easy, pretty forgiving.
Yeah.
I've run out of bullets though, so that's gonna be a problem. I'll flank you, son of a bitch.
Does it feel like a lot of the powers have like quick time events attached to them, or still feel like it's like third-person combat throughout?
No, this feels pretty combat-y. The thing that took a little while to get used to was the movement and the aiming as well, because it's a little bit on the. I don't know. Is it sluggish or something? There's a weight to the character which kind
Yeah.
of throws me off a bit.
Okay. Kind of like The Last of Us at the beginning starts off with that.
Yeah, and you kind of acclimatize to it. I think at the start it bothered me more than it does now because I've played so
Sure.
much. But
Yeah, certain games always have that weight to the weapons, like Battlefield and Killzone always had them, whereas, Call of
Yes.
Duty is just like this twitch, like as if it's part of your arm.
yeah, Killzone is a really good delta for this actually, or a good comparison. In that you kind of get used to it after a while. Or maybe GTA 4. in that it feels very imprecise.
Sure.
GTA 4 felt like 5 felt a lot more like you were in control of where you were shooting, whereas 4 felt a bit more imprecise, and it's kind of where this is.
Right.
Boom! Look at that. Look at that time murder. Oh, and his shotgun blast came a little bit late. That was pretty cool.
Need to get the will.
Let me see if there's... No, there's not. I thought there was... Maybe there's one power that I've skipped, actually, when I was doing this. So, yeah, shield is the big bubble, which I don't think I've unlocked yet.
Shield
Probably
vision.
got a
And
bit.
what was that last one? Just jump, probably.
Yeah,
A normal
jump.
human jump.
Yeah, so that's the other thing, is that you do a bizarre amount of platforming in this game.
Yeah, that's what I had been hearing. And is it?
She's the
Have
worst
you
cop
done
ever.
some?
Yeah, so they have, like, Tomb Raider-y style, environmental...
Where's my brother?
Ooh, that was good acting. Hardcore acting there,
We're
sir.
taking him to the library.
Yeah, where you're trying to, like, you know, get on top of a roof or get in a window, and you have to, you know, scale the buildings. But uh-oh, here's this part that broke down, so I'm going to use my time power to reverse time to make the building go back together and then walk over the
Okay.
top. So
Look, I don't know if you can make it, but you should.
there's a bunch of that, and it seems relatively interesting from what I tried so far. But again, I'm pretty early.
That's
So
the first time you saw Beth Wilder.
Yeah.
It's odd. Yeah, watching trailers and everything before this, we had gotten the chance to play this. I never really considered the fact there would be a lot of platforming.
yeah,
Or any.
or any. You're right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was kind of a little bit of that, maybe not platforming, but like puzzles within the game world in Alan Wake as well, like light puzzles and things.
Sure.
And so what's happening now is that, you know, the story is being told via a interview that's happening sometime in the future.
Okay.
So that's why the lady who's interviewing just said, and that's the first time you met Beth Wilder.
Beth Wilder.
I think that's her name. Maybe I just made that up. Time echoes. That's also a thing.
No time to lose.
Oh.
No time to lose. Here, no time to lose. There's lots of time puns in this game.
That's what I was hoping for.
Look at this guy. They're made of voxels.
I was gonna say. Sorry, what was the unit? The crotons?
Croutons.
Croutons?
Chronons.
Chronons. That's
Yeah.
Are they triangular in shape? Is that what we're seeing them?
I don't know. Maybe.
And they're blurs.
Maybe. Who knows? Is this the door I'm supposed to go out? Or did I just... Oh, no, I walked in here by accident. I don't think I'm supposed to go here.
So does each time power have individual cooldown, or are they all on the same like meter or something?
Yes, they do. See that thing on the right side?
Sure.
So that's... Boom!
Okay.
You see it there?
Yeah.
Go inside. I can go into time double if I want. Look at that. Whoa! That really messed up my head a bit. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to go out this door.
It's on the chalkboard.
If I press up, it'll tell me where I want to go. Which apparently... Oh, it's up there. Ah, very good. Okay, wrong door.
I have to reach Will before it's too late.
That's how video games work, not like real life. The place you... Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, this is...
Whoa! LB to time dodge. So all these powers as well, you can upgrade based on finding these like random Chronon packages around the game world,
Okay.
which I might see in a second. So I can also then dive through the air, like, or jump through the time like that shit. And if I do it right,
Ooh.
yeah,
Little
right.
Get out of jail free card there. Ooh,
Murder that
nice.
guy. The destructibility of the environments is actually super cool.
I was gonna say that bookshelf just collapsed.
See the way I have to slow down time there as well? So if I do the jump forward, dash, and then hold left trigger straight away, it slows down time for like a bit of a second, which is pretty cool.
I'm curious how much the branching choices and whatnot will affect maybe any replayability this game has or doesn't have.
Yeah, they were saying that you should play it a couple of times, but then they would, right? So Aaron Sampson, I think there's a feature going up on GameSpot today. Aaron played through the game and then chose, I think the branching path is at the end of the gameplay section before the TV show is literally a binary choice, and then they play different scenes in the TV show part of it. But I'm not sure how much of it's the incidental stuff that I'm interested in. So when you pick up the narrative objects and like how much they impact on the story at large, and also the videos in between, that I'm not really sure about. I mean, this game isn't Heavy Rain. Like,
Right.
it's a linear shooter, right? So there's only so much they're actually going to be able to
Yeah.
mess around with.
It's not approaching like Until Dawn or anything.
No, nowhere near that level of branching paths. I'm going to murder two of these guys with one time murder bubble. Oops, I missed that guy. Oh, yeah, look. He got shot over the top.
Yeah,
That
I
was
saw
pretty
that.
funny. I like that. All right, I'm gonna use my time dodge a little bit. Let's see if I can pull it off. So you could a bit of a boom, and then slow it down a bit. And I accidentally dumped off one of these time bubbles. Uh-oh.
Okay, I thought that was part of the time dodge or something. I wonder what that was.
No, that was just me being a dumbass.
Yeah.
Whoa. No, that's not what you want to do, bro. All right, I tried to jump away, and he decided to jump up against the wall.
Is there anything? I wonder if there's something later on where you can almost like just. Can you completely rewind?
No. I don't.
Okay.
Okay, I won't say no because I haven't unlocked all the powers.
From
I
what
don't
you've
think.
seen.
From what I've seen, no.
Okay.
There is no British lady from Overwatch mechanic in this game.
Like Tim from Braid.
There's no Soldier Boy. Tell him will not be playing this game on his YouTube channel. Am I all the way back here? Really? Oh no, I'm here. Okay. Yeah, so it's. I mean, you can see there the game is pretty forgiving when it comes to getting shot at, but the way I've been playing this game is not the conservative way I play games. Like I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but I'm playing a lot of The Division at the moment. Not the way I play that, where it's like you hide behind cover and kill people because otherwise they'll kill you. Like this game is about killing people with style, right?
Right.
So if you're not jumping out there and throwing time bubbles and doing dumbness, then like you're not playing this game right.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Can't be too conservative.
Nah. Because look, it's funny. Look, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to shoot that guy over the top. Murder that guy. Look how much fun they are to shoot when they have that stupid like light on their head.
Have you found that any of the powers are pretty like easily spammed? Or is that kind of the point of the game to really be overpowered?
Yeah, so it's a game that like after a while they really start to amp up the difficulty of some of the bosses you come up against. Like there's big bruiser dudes who, you know, they take 3 shotgun blasts to kill at like relatively close range, and then you start to fight, which I think is in the next chapter, so we can't show it, but it's been in the gameplay they've shown before. Then there are people like you, people who can also fuck with time, other time fuckers, and they'll get you because they've got these Chronon pack things on the backs of their, hey, what's up, bro?
Ooh.
Yeah, murder that guy pretty good. Yeah, they've got little time backpacks that you can shoot, and it really messes them up, which is pretty funny. I don't think that'll come up in this, sadly, but they're pretty cool. Yes, there's a good enemy variety. Stop it! Don't be that guy. Look at that.
What? Where's this school? Like, there's a.
Yeah, it's a pretty well-funded university somewhere in like fake town, America. It looks like Portland or Seattle or something.
Okay.
It's like very Pacific Northwesty.
Gotcha.
But it's called like Bridgeport or something.
Okay.
I think it's Bridgeport. Look at this guy. He also kick bodies.
That's actually a town right near where I grew up.
Bridgeport?
Town. Yep.
It's in Syracuse.
Yeah, right outside Syracuse. Bridgetown, New York.
Maybe it is then. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm going to knock this tray over. Injured myself because game physics.
That explains the weird time shifts going on back home.
Explains why I called up my mom yesterday and it was 17 years ago. And she was like, "How are you calling me? You're only 5 years old."
Where'd you get a cell phone?
Where did you get a... What's a cell phone?
Oh my god.
Is this the way out? No, it's not. Yeah, so I like messing around these environments because they're really well detailed. That's one of the things that's happened a lot in this generation of consoles, which doesn't really come across when they're showing trailers and when everyone's trying to get hyped up about like video games are rad and they look great and all that. Is that the amount of detail in games now is insane.
Yeah.
Like this place, like the Division's nuts. This place looks crazy too. Also, they have stone crow things everywhere. I will also say that this game does have a television show. A la Alan Wake, a la Lords and Ladies from Max Payne.
You mean separate from the episodes?
Yeah, sorry, yeah. So
it
separate.
has its own in-world time or TV show?
Exactly.
Okay.
It has its own in-universe television show, which sadly I couldn't show you the one that I found because it was before the embargo place was. But I will say this, Sam Lake stars in it.
Okay.
And it's pretty dumb.
That makes sense.
In a sort of a Mulder and Scully type.
Oh, I think
See-
Alexa might have been talking about that when she came in today.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds goofy.
Yeah.
Check it out.
It looked pretty dumb.
All right.
So here's where the time platforming happens.
Okay.
Here's where you
Let's
got
see
to
how this
take out
goes.
your Tim from Braid. 'Cause look, you got to jump across this. But
Enough time for this.
I don't have time for this. He said it again. He doesn't have time for this, Mike.
How many times did they say that?
How many times?
Yeah.
I don't know. Too many. Time bubble.
Oh, was it? So was that lowering when you jumped on it?
Yeah, it was, because I'm so fat.
Okay. It's also a poorly constructed, whatever those things are called.
Yeah,
Like
that's-
imagine construction workers just getting up top and then it just going back down. God
Hey, Lou,
damn it.
this cherry picker's busted, Lou. Why you gotta give us this piece of crap one?
Hey, I don't know. The guy who made it's got time powers. I don't know.
Hey, the time wizard seems fine with it. I don't know what's wrong with you. Look at that guy up there.
Ooh.
Hands were... I haven't got time for this.
What the hell is going on around here?
I don't know. You didn't do that, I don't think. He thinks that he shot that guy with a bullet somehow.
If Pete doesn't use time is on my side for his lead, I'll be
That's pretty good.
mad.
I mean, there's a whole...
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of options there.
The times there are changing.
That's pretty good.
Damn it. Now I
No
put
time like the
pressure.
present.
There you go.
Any suggestions from the chat on decks and leads or any questions?
Yes. Throw them at me, anybody.
Look at that guy. He looked right at me. He
Running
didn't
out.
notice me. Oh, he did see me. Pity he's in a time bubble. Boom. Best part of the game.
Library's ready.
You stole it from Max Payne 3.
Now?
I'm going to refill my gun. There's a bunch of different guns. It feels like Alan Wake and Max Payne in the way that you are like constantly running out of for ammo for weapon 2, so you're picking up weapon 3. So they sort of forced a little bit of diversity in terms of the weapons you use, but a lot of them are very similar. Pistols are pretty good though. Actually, I'm going to pick up this heavy pistol. All right. Where am I going next? I probably should be going this way. Whoops.
For those asking, there's no multiplayer in this game.
No.
Single player, story-driven experience, I believe. is
Yes,
what
very
they
much
call
so.
these kind of things.
Like Alan Wake.
Yeah.
We used to call them video games
Mm-hmm.
before everything had to have multiplayer.
Right.
Here we go.
The Division.
Like the long division we keep talking about. Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh man.
Oh, slack. That's
He
not
could have
very
just
nice.
said "shut up."
He could have.
Said he
That
pistol whipped him.
it was a bit excessive. Oh no! If only I had some sort of time bubble from Halo. I guess that wasn't time. And neither is this really. It's just a bubble. It's a bubble shield. It's pretty handy, especially when you're getting wrecked by a bunch of dudes. Or time ladies. I'm not sure if they're time ladies. Boom. Whoa, that is a heavy pistol. Yeah, so you can. I think you can turn off the auto aim. Actually, let me just have a quick little look in here and just see if we can. Gameplay. Aim sensitivity. Aim assist disabled.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see how that one looks. All right. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, I mean that's significantly more difficult.
Okay.
Unless I make him
Yeah.
time stop.
Luckily, you can control time.
Get this gone. Much better.
So how is that explained? Like, how do they explain that X-ray vision? Is that
Oh, it's just time powers, you know.
yeah?
Chronos, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Chronon trigger.
Futons.
Futons, yeah. Something. God damn it. Eat it. Alright, who's next? There's a lot of exploding barrels in this world as well, I'll say that right now. Slow down time. Oh, damn it, he went the other side.
That's one of the oldest video game tropes.
What, the...
Exploding barrels.
oh, yeah. You go back to Doom for that one.
Mhm.
I wonder if that was the first game that had exploding barrels.
Yeah. That's the earliest one I can think of now.
Hey, I killed all these people. Oh, that's a good one, actually. Pick up this assault rifle. Get some more ammo for it.
You're fine.
Let's do some hot time bubble can explodings.
I got a whole new
This game looks pretty.
Does.
I wonder if it looks good on the stream because we're having compression, man. Compression's making every game look flat. Like so many good looking games look awful on streams. Like Far Cry Primal looked like a disaster
yeah,
on streams.
those textures. Is this what 720p I was reading?
Yeah, I saw the headline for. I mean, who cares? Like
Right, you don't notice.
I
It
don't.
looks really good.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, like the amount. This game has a lot of incredible looking particle stuff happening in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, in terms of the density of the game world and in terms of like visual effects, there's a lot happening. So if that means that there's less pixels on screen, then yeah, okay, sure. I don't know. Like I didn't play this game and think it looked like 720 disaster.
Okay.
So we'll have to see. All right, all those guys are having mad bans. So I'm gonna try and kill all these guys. Anyone else? All right, this guy's up here. Get out. Yeah, so take off auto aim. It does make it significantly more challenging, which is probably a good thing. I mean, not that much more challenging. Time to die. Time to die.
Nice.
Thank you. Whoa. Don't do that, Danny. Don't do that, Danny. Time bubble.
So that deflects them or just slows them down so you can escape?
Deflects them.
Okay.
Oh, this guy he is. Look at that. Just get him underneath there. I mean, I will say that the auto aim assist, if I was playing this on a PC with mouse and keyboard, wouldn't matter at all.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of looking forward to playing this on PC, mostly because of that. Mostly so I can be a bit more accurate. Look at that!
Is that your go-to method for shooters?
Yeah, I mean, like everything's a little... Like some games you can get away with playing on a controller, no problem.
Sure.
Like a lot. So many games are made for console as well. But like in a game like this where you're shooting in between bars like I was there, like that would have been nice to be able to be a bit more precise. Like Max Payne 3 is a good actual use case for that. Max Payne 3 when you play on PC is like a different game.
Right.
Because it's like it's a headshot hunt then when you play on PC.
Sure. So Screwed was asking, are there any like RPG mechanics as far as upgrade trees for powers that you've seen?
There is an upgrade. I don't think I've unlocked it yet. There is an upgrade tree for your powers. We'll see if one comes up before the end of this. I'll show it off. If there isn't, then I'll just explain it now. Which is each of your powers. So you know the ones up on the right. You've got the time bubble, the time defense bubble, the jumping one, and then there's a couple of other ones that come along as well. Each of those you can upgrade using, you know, the first upgrade takes 1 point, the next one takes 4 points, the next one takes 8 points. And those points, you find them within the game world by using this time vision situation. And then the game sort of telegraphs whenever they're around, and then you hit the button and then look for them. I wasn't finding that many. Like I was seeing something like I found one once and it said you have found 1 of 13 like in this area. I was like, what? So I don't think I was picking them up as fast as the game wanted me to when I was playing earlier, but whoa.
Dvorak67 says the first game to feature exploding barrels. Do you have any other guesses? According to this user, was not Doom.
Really?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on NES.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that before? I guess it would have been, yeah.
Like the beat 'em up. Oh, this guy. He
I
was
wonder if Commander Keen. Yeah, it's Littlefinger. Aidan Gillen, Northern Irish actor, who was also Frank Hetty in The Wire.
He was Lord Rathbone in Shanghai Knights. That was the first thing I ever saw.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow, time punch. Time punched the shit out of me.
What happened to you? What are you doing?
Only what's necessary.
Here, let's turn it up a little bit.
Think about this. You don't know what's at stake.
I know exactly what's at stake. That's why I'm here. You believe you can stop what's coming?
I'm giving you one chance to change your mind. This path, it's already said it can't be changed. The past, the future, I've seen it. I've lived it. For 17 years.
17 years.
So he's
the first
17 years in the...
experiment. Come with me and we can see this through.
I thought you were saying he was 17 years old.
Hold on to your hope. Burn with it.
Now listen, I built a device. I can stop this. I can.
You can't.
This is madness. There's no harm in trying.
There is. That's why I can't risk you opposing me, Will.
See, this is cool.
It doesn't have to end like this.
Rewatching this, it's actually... I'm understanding things better.
Because they have a history that we don't know about, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It took me years to come to terms with what must be done.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm hoping pulls off in this game.
Wait.
Is that the story's compelling. Because the action's kind of... It's fine. It's like... The action's like... It's in the same way I feel like Alan Wake was like nothing to really write home about.
Trigger.
But it like facilitated this interesting experience, you know? And I feel like if one of these games comes around every 6 years, then yeah, I'll play it, you know?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
Ooh.
God, everyone's getting hit in the face with guns. Doink. And that is the end of Act 1.
All right.
Which has this really... I love this. I can't skip
Seems like
this.
a Rayman intro that did the same thing between each chapter. Rayman Legends. That's a weird reference, but
Yeah.
that like the Congo drum just...
So I think the end... I can't talk about it because it's under embargo, but... You may have seen Alexa tweeting about something last week that was in an embargo sheet that we weren't allowed to show. I think next week we can show it. One of the musical selections for these end of acts is pretty good. I'll
Okay.
just say that. End of Act 1.
Now you piqued my curiosity. So can we keep?
Oh, we can keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. We're allowed to show now this bit, which is the television show.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Kind of. So this is going to be a cutscene, and then the TV show literally streams.
My name is Paul Sir.
They're not on the disc. They stream.
Does it have to go into an app on the Xbox?
No, it does it in game, but it like literally has like a forward rewind thing happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There are those who would question my actions.
Yeah. So all these side characters, they get fleshed out. Like this dude, for instance, he gets fleshed out in the TV show quite well.
Vindication, a testimony of how things came to be.
The two of them do. And then there's a lot of characters that you never see in the game, or I haven't seen in the game yet, which are in the TV show part as well.
Is that Beth Wilder again?
I think so. I think that's her name.
Because I've seen where this leads.
So this bit here, I'm not really sure how I feel about these bits. They're interesting, but I'm not sure how much they impact the game overall. But essentially what's going to happen here is all the student protesters, there was a big, essentially what looked like a massive shootout at a university, so they're going to have to figure out some way of like, covering it up, right?
Yeah.
So student riots, that's a good idea, right?
Could the TV show stream if you were offline?
I doubt it.
Okay.
Yeah, so in that way you'd probably need to be online for it. Good point.
So
I'll find who's behind this.
this isn't the TV episode. This is like a
No.
bookend.
Yeah, this is a cutscene. You will know the TV show when it comes up.
Okay.
And then we are going to be streaming a TV show
Okay.
and talking over it.
Mystery Science Theater kind of thing.
Yeah, we're trying not to talk over these guys actually here. Sorry.
Can't afford any further obstacles at this stage of the plan.
So I'm literally playing as this guy.
Oh, okay.
Two
We
options.
could use force, remove any loose ends. But if those witnesses disappear,
The public will start asking questions.
all clear, sir.
Potentially turn on Monarch.
Monarch.
Alternatively, I could mount a broad PR strategy, get the city on our side. But that leaves us with
The loose ends.
precisely. The choice is yours, but keep in mind, the men will view your decision as a unified strategy moving forward.
Company doesn't employ any women. So I can do one of two things. We're going to leave it up to the Twitch chat. I can basically either trick this girl into recording a news post saying that this was a terrorist attack done by that guy who was Iceman in X-Men, or
Burke over there can explain the
I think I can just have them all murdered.
Who is this?
Amy Ferrero.
So it's up to you, chat.
Witnesses. Awaiting your orders. and
Murder or pure or hardline is what they say. Pure or hardline. So put in the Twitch chat. Pure if you want us not to murder this girl. I'm really telegraphing which one I want them to do.
How to proceed with the witnesses.
Murder, 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 kill everyone. Time murder, murder, murder.
There's one PR.
There's one PR. His son wants PR, but I think we're gonna go for. I think we're gonna have a little murder time here. So I haven't done the murder one yet because
Okay.
I didn't want to be a cold-hearted son of a bitch. But what's this? Is this a?
We had Jack in custody,
There's more.
but I was starting to witness
More dossiers.
visions from the future, which made
Yeah,
it
I think
clear
murder has
that
it.
could change
Okay.
very soon. My powers grew stronger, even as the Chronon syndrome worsened.
Whoa!
I could choose a path that would become the actual future.
So that's their
but it
story
wasn't optional.
reason.
The moment wouldn't end until I made up my mind.
Junction impacts. The junction power reveals two potential futures. Your decision at each junction point will steer the stories of both game and live action show. Choose wisely. Hardline, also known as time murder.
This
Here we
could be
go.
grim.
Any potential threats to our plan need to be erased.
Wait.
Monarch would take a hardline approach. Crush all obstacles, eliminate all witnesses. It would be harsh. But I had made hard choices for the greater good before.
He's gonna shoot her handcuffs off.
Area and I found everything I could on your bro. This is messed up, man.
Oh wow! So maybe it is changing parts of his story
The people
too.
of Riverport would turn against us.
He's on Neograph there.
Our secrets would be
tourists.
safe,
Riverport.
but the public would
Or
hate us.
students.
and Jack would gain new allies.
Those are intense student protests.
And you tell that to everybody on that
Right?
bridge.
There were a lot of student protests at my school last year. Nothing like no Molotovs involved though.
All right,
Mostly peaceful.
so I can have a look at the PR one as well. Actually, I think.
Oh, okay.
Let's show PR.
Initialize a PR campaign.
I want a statement.
And that violence was because of Jack Joyce.
Monarch would take a PR-friendly approach and manipulate the public into siding with us.
Mm.
Our lies would give us control.
So these happen at the end of every chapter, I believe. I think the game is like 5 or 6 chapters. I think I don't know,
Okay.
something like that.
It's almost like Schrodinger's cat stuff.
Yeah.
We'd use the media to expose, then hunt for Jack.
I uploaded all the files I stole.
That's really cool because this has actually happened in my version of the game. So
The eyewitnesses would be out there, and Jack would learn our secrets.
So it's weird because of the whole time thing. They're able to. Okay, I'm gonna murder them, but anyway. But because of the whole time thing, the game is kind of interesting actually playing through a second time because
Any potential
it's
targets
telegraphing a
on the
lot of
plan
the
could
stuff
be
that I've seen,
erased.
and they're sort of referencing stuff that I didn't pick up on the first time around.
Take her and the others to the Ground Zero operation.
Yeah. Oh,
Make it quick, painless.
No, wait.
okay. You know what? Now I'm wondering if they do actually murder her, because where I found her, I think, was in a very similar situation to where they just referenced.
Okay.
So maybe they just get around it. I don't know.
There's no other way out. Going through the machine.
Sadly, we can't show you because it's under embargoes.
Oh.
This is the time machine that you saw we weren't allowed to show earlier.
Okay.
I use my power to guide us, to decide how to best prepare for the inevitable end of time.
And this is when he comes out of the machine and it's Game of Thrones time.
That gives the chosen few a chance to survive. I've seen the end of time.
So he goes to the end of time and comes back.
Oh no! 28% of the community went for the time murder choice.
Nobody.
None of
did
my
PR.
friends. None of my friends agreed with my choice. Who are my friends who played this game? King Crowdy's played it. There you go. Want to watch a TV show?
Yeah.
Let's watch a TV show.
Oh, jeez. Whole like DVD interface.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. It'll get better quality in a second. Episode 1, Monarch Solutions. This is straight up a TV show. I think it's about 20 minutes long. Let's time it.
Okay.
And we'll try not to talk over it too much.
Time's up.
Time's up! Get it?
Oh, that's her.
Hey, what's up?
What do you want?
I want the wire to be rebooted.
Witnesses, anyone who might implicate Monarch.
So this is a different scene to when I picked PR. Slightly. It's the same scene, but they're saying different
See those
things.
two men on either side of you? Well, I'm going to stand. I'm going to leave. And the one on your right is going to shoot you in the head.
No beating around it.
No.
Fuck you.
Whoa. It's a family stream, lady. That's some good fake crying. Shoot her. He's gonna shoot her?
Wait.
Oh, wow. All right.
That didn't happen when you.
No.
First?
No, I played a significant part of the game with that girl.
Oh.
Actually.
So they just like shot two scenes.
Yeah, they just. Okay. So in my version of chapter 2, like I played a good like 20 minutes of the game with her character. So that's actually really interesting. Huh. Okay. Oh, what happened there? See those guys?
Mm-hmm.
They just time walked. That's handy. It's a handy bonus.
I guess.
Your commute to work if you work for Monarch is like
They
3 seconds long.
I saw the cameraman didn't want to like dodge the shot. They just warped behind him.
Yeah. Eye drops. So those eye drops I think they're full of chronon particles.
Okay.
So for some reason, some of the people in this world are like sick, so they have to take the Chronon medicine.
Wait, you're kidding, right?
No,
Oh, okay.
they're like time sick or something. I don't know.
Their bodies don't adjust well to warping through time.
Important. You just need to find him. Wincott is working on a location. Great. What is it? What? Something's wrong.
Yeah, you just murdered a girl.
University. That's not how we operate. It was sloppy.
Have all your operations gone smoothly?
Not as smooth as my hair, sir.
Go
Not
home,
at all.
Wait for the call.
But you would know anything about that, Baldy.
I'm sure your wife misses you.
Baldy McMurderton.
So this is pretty well shot, right?
Yeah.
Look at him there on his Windows phone.
He's got his corporate logo in the
Beautiful.
background.
He does. Windows, baby. In show advertising. Look at this stuff. Like they did not hold back on the budget when they made this stuff. So this guy, the Chris Pine knockoff, is the kind of goofy hacker character.
City Hall servers are on a different platform.
He's a Chris
They have all
Pine
these government
knockoff.
Yeah, kinda, right?
who need two-way access.
There's a resemblance.
That means weaknesses.
He's got a
So,
beard.
Oh, we have, huh? Where what?
Weaknesses, you said.
Shut the fuck up, Bernard. Now, all we have
Jesus.
to do is identify as a client who had previous access.
So there are
maneuver
things
our
that
way
happen
through all the
in
holes
this
poked in the
scene,
firewall, and assuming all these ports are just left
or
open,
in
then all
this
we have
in
to do is
these
use protocol numbers and just move our way
scenes,
up.
which
Simple?
may differ slightly based on actions that you've done.
Yeah.
So
Come on.
for whatever reason, this whole gag about the coffee cup, where he put the coffee cup, didn't happen this time. I'm not sure why.
Okay.
And
Butterfly effect.
Yeah,
street cams,
something like
dash
that.
cams, computers at headquarters. I mean, hell, I could hijack police scanners.
Yeah, so this
without
guy's
an
basically
APB
just
on your mom.
watchdogging the game.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, he did do it.
What is that?
Oh, he did do it. Sorry.
Coffee?
Yeah, I know.
But
it's
Aaron told me
coffee.
there was
Fuck is
something he
doing on my
did
desk,
where the
brother.
coffee
You ever seen
cup,
one of these?
the coffee cup thing didn't
You know what
happen.
it is?
Coaster.
Coaster. Yeah. Do they have these in Idaho?
Iowa.
Whatever. Use
Some
them.
state with an
Now,
eye.
You tell me what's next, Brenner?
I don't know.
I know you don't know, and that makes me sad for you. All we do now,
don't like this
we
guy.
draft an email to
Yeah,
Mayor
he's
Rackley,
a
letting him know
jerk.
that Monarch is offering their private security forces, which of course he's going to take, because at this point, without him knowing, we've tied both his hands behind his back when he wasn't looking. And that, Brenner, is how you take Riverport under Monarch control.
Say watchdog it.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's Baldy.
It's a good picture he's got.
Just the most ominous looking portrait ever.
Yep.
Mr. Hatch, perfect timing. I was just...
Wincott, where are we with Joyce?
Joyce, yeah, I've got the cameras. I just need to find a locale.
Keep an eye on it. And when you find him, contact Bert directly. I think we have a traitor in our midst.
A traitor.
Traitor.
Somebody stole my eye drops. My time eye drops.
But, well, I'll let you go, Mr. Hatch. Thank you.
It's pretty good.
Is that Martin Hatch?
Get the fuck out of my office. Get the fuck out of my office.
This guy's the worst manager ever.
It's like Mark Wahlberg's character from The Departed.
Get the fuck out of my office.
Maybe, maybe not.
Fuck.
Maybe fuck yourself.
Come on, Joyce.
We are. Riverport land. This guy's going home after his day on the job, murdering students. Well, that was a weird day at work.
Got him a nice car. Good
Yeah.
looking house.
But he still has to get dressed into like civvy clothes or something. Because he.
Because that coat was so like murderous looking.
I know, yeah. I look too much like I work for a murder place.
That'd be really funny if the shirt he's through on had blood all over the back that he had no idea about.
His sweet car. He's like,
Neighbors like, what
hard day on the construction site today.
the cherry picker wasn't working.
No. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Why are you sitting ominously on the bed for me all day? Aren't you cold?
Things have been really bad at work.
Isn't this weird that this is just happening in between chapters of a video game? Like, isn't it kind of amazing?
Yeah, this is an actual like branching off into this family strife.
Okay.
We're 6 minutes in right now. This is a 6 minute long cutscene.
With these big furry bear paws. Way too big for your body.
what?
Yeah,
This is a strange creature.
What was she doing?
She's just hanging out at home. That's what, in video game land, that's what wives do. They just sit in bed waiting for their murder husbands to return
Crying until he gets back.
with makeup on.
More than any
Yeah.
field manager in the history of field managers.
Field manager. You wouldn't believe how many students I had to murder today, love.
Baby, you haven't been home in
4 more than last week. The only way to finish the scene is to have sex. That's the only. That's it.
Cameraman's not gonna get out of her
Oh,
room.
she's pregnant.
I'm being difficult, huh?
She's being very difficult.
Oh, she's pregnant. That's gonna cause moral decisions.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the baby. Okay.
The cameraman's not gonna leave until we have sex.
I know, right? That's exactly. Yeah, the cameraman's gonna stay here until there's something happens. We have to have a fight. Somebody has to have a shower, or like say, all right, I'll make breakfast, or they have to have sex. That's the only.
Yeah.
That's how. That's how.
No one's looked like knowingly in the mirror at themselves yet.
Yet. Now, this is a time video game. They look at themselves in the past.
Right.
I don't think I've ever been kissing
okay.
my wife and a phone rings from work. But it happens all the time in TV.
Yeah, it's always just that buzzkill.
I just have mine set to silent. Does anyone have ringtones anymore? I don't.
Yeah.
Burke, got a lead on Joyce.
Oh, he was on speaker. I was like, how is he
Track
calling?
his transpo to a warehouse on Burgundy and Wilkins. It's inside ground zero perimeter. Sending you the coordinates now.
Creepiest way to turn a corner ever.
I gotta go.
I
haven't done murdering people today.
She just pulls like an RPG out of the pantry. I'll be home soon.
Student riot.
But from the reports I'm getting, it seems like this is becoming a very volatile situation, one that could boil over at any moment.
Is there a television out in the street as well?
Citizens stay clear of the area and the
projector.
Whoa! Time stuff. I mean, isn't this like shockingly well produced for like a TV show, for a video game TV show? Look at this. So like I said, the action isn't like anything to write home about at all, but it's wrapped up in this package that's just so unique and kind of like interesting that it's been compelling me to keep playing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure how long that trick lasts, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I guess we'll have to wait and find out. This game's not out for a couple of weeks. Our review's not going to be out for a couple of weeks. Seattle, right? Looks a little bit.
Someone had mentioned, I'm not sure how sure they were, that it's like Maine.
Oh, really? East Coast?
Like northeastern. Pacific Northwest and northeastern can look pretty similar.
Mm.
At least where I'm from.
Because of the rain.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Deciduous and conifers.
Is that one of those Dyson hand like fans?
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yeah, she's missing because she got shot in the head.
I was going to say.
The guy on her right did it.
There's been a development.
Jack.
Oh, yeah, he was at the beginning of Dark Knight Rises as well.
Tonight on the island.
Oh, yeah.
He'll be there, and he'll want revenge. I need him stopped now.
I think our focus may be somewhat misguided here.
What's your next plan?
You're
Crash this
a
plane.
calm traitor.
You shouldn't take it so lightly. Joyce got lucky. He escaped. He's gone. He wouldn't be foolish enough to come back. Our only vulnerability is within, Paul. You should see that.
Telling me what I've already seen.
You're not thinking clearly. You need your treatment.
You haven't. You see treatment.
You've been the face of Monarch for all these years, Martin. But let's get clear on something. This is still my ship.
I'll take my time medicine when I want to.
I simply don't want to see you go down with it.
I'll go
Just
down on
fine.
you. Wait. It came out wrong.
Yeah, it did. Where are you going? I'm taking some paid time off. Had enough of this shit.
regarding last night's violence at Riverford University.
Monarch
Every
Solutions.
single TV in the world is on this channel. Oh, I mean, I guess it would be.
And every wall of this building has got the logo, the corporate logo on it.
This guy doesn't give a shit. He's got his like hash browns. He's fine for the day.
Offer them every
Sweet neck tattoo.
finding those responsible.
Two bacon and egg sandwiches?
Thanks.
Yeah, this cutscene's not over, by the way. We're still going. We got 12 and a half minutes on the clock. Just in time for lunch.
Who's she going to meet up with? She got 2 of them. Unless she's just really hungry.
Chris Pine's even hungrier.
Sup, IT.
Oh,
You
man.
wish I was IT. Hey, you don't have security clearance being here?
Security clearance.
Access granted.
I thought you might have been up all night, so...
You didn't get the runny kind, did you?
No, it shouldn't be.
Not the runny kind.
There's coasters for your heels.
It's cool, they're new. Oh, man.
Yeah, different
Throw
rules.
it in the
Different
middle
rules for the love interest.
Terminated. You're fired.
So what's the 411? What the hell's going on over
No one says that.
411.
Yeah, the
Oh,
411.
okay, at least he called it out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Everything's...
I mean, it's
everything's fine.
like it's
Everything's
self-aware
Everything's fine.
enough that it's like
There was
not
a
really
shootout at
taking
the
itself
university
too
last
seriously.
Right.
Nothing I couldn't
You need that
handle.
character. If it's like crazy like this, you need that
Alright.
character that's just as
You think
amused
they're
as the
gonna cancel
audience.
the party
Yeah.
tonight?
Thank
Which
you.
they've always
No.
kind of managed.
Ash
Like
knows what he's
it's the
doing.
weird thing about Remedy games where
You gonna go?
To a
like
party?
they're kind of self-serious, but then they're also not at all. Like Max Payne had like Lords and Ladies,
Yeah.
while
We're
also
all
being
together
this
if
like
you want.
ridiculous noir melodrama, right?
Yeah.
Alan Wake was this like super serious like writer
Okay.
family drama situation, but
alright,
then it was
I'll
just
go.
a hokey dumb sci-fi
Okay, buddy.
jaunt as well, you know.
Yeah.
And this game is
What are you
doing it in a
wearing?
different way. It's
Yeah,
like
I don't know. Maybe,
I don't know. I haven't played
Maybe
enough to
I'll go
figure it
next.
out exactly, but it's kind of
Nice. I like
it feels
that.
very
I
present.
gotta get back to my desk.
Whereas in those felt throwbacks to like older genres. This feels
Yeah.
like, I mean, it literally has a streaming
See
TV
you
show in it.
tonight.
Like that's pretty 2016.
Yeah.
buddy.
Not lacking in originality.
Mm.
Buddy.
He's in the friend zone. He's not happy about it. Dum, 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 dum. I promised there was a full TV show between everyone.
There's always an ominous wharf.
Wharf? A wharf, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Name the cheapest places to shoot movies.
Wharfs, the field behind your uncle's house, a school
Yeah.
that you broke into and the teachers aren't there, and just the sidewalk.
Yeah. Or like in a house.
Or in a house.
In a house.
Yeah, in your house.
Every horror movie ever, all the cheap ones that do loads of money are just in houses.
Yeah.
And then
Or
wharfs, abandoned
cabins.
buildings.
Liam, this isn't what it looks like.
Fuck, Beth. I really didn't want it to be you.
You need to listen to me.
She's the traitor.
Step away from the van.
Watch this. This is pretty good. This is pretty good.
Step away! Right now! Drop the gun.
Shoot
can't
next
do
to a
that.
van. 30 tons of
3
nitroglycerin.
seconds till I pull,
Had better reflexes.
and you're a marksman for shit.
No. No!
That scared the shit out of me.
Shit. He's gone. Do you see what's happening?
The stutters.
More and more.
Beth, what is going on?
Time is breaking down. The end is coming, and Joyce could be the key.
Wait, what's up? Wait, the end of what? Beth, the end of what? The end of what?
Of time. Of time. Of life as we know it, the entire universe.
Your baby will never know.
Somehow, Monarch has been preparing for it.
The beauty of
I
Riverport.
knew it was coming. There's this thing. It's called a lifeboat protocol, and it can save us, at least some of us.
Time lifeboat.
Someone pointed out a Massachusetts license plate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joyce just took down half my men. You think maybe he had some help?
We're unarmed.
Oh, that's really well done. Now I understand why that happened. God, oh, this is cool.
If they take me into this
Is that coming together?
Yeah, actually, I'm really enjoying watching this the second time around because that's actually super smart what that guy just said.
Can take us. We'll never find the lifeboat.
Because you obviously play this section as Joyce, right?
Yeah.
Liam.
Shut up!
Yeah.
They don't even need time powers.
No, they don't need time murder. This is regular murder.
You don't have to be a time wizard to work here, but it sure helps.
lifeboat protocol. What is it?
I don't know. But Dr. Kim was at the center of it.
Dr. Kim?
People are writing the screenplay in the chat. It's kind of funny.
Oh, really?
It's been
Yeah.
closed up since he disappeared.
Are they into
Cut
it?
to "It's time" in all caps.
Time to eat your sandwich.
Come on, guys.
While you're still on the clock.
29 down. 40 more to go.
This guy's going through a lot of CCTV. I wonder how many hipsters he's seen jerking off in alleyways.
Wait, pause that. Zoom in. Refract it.
Enhance.
Enhance.
Oh no, the runny kind.
Heels on my desk.
Right?
Runny eggs.
Who needs friends, eh? Who needs enemies?
Holy.
Enhance. Enhance.
I thought you said Lumberg.
Gotcha, buddy.
We're 18 minutes into this.
Patch is gonna love this.
There's more to go.
Shit. The fucking golden
3 hours after Fracture in Time. He's using Windows 10 there as well, which I like.
It's October 9th.
Microsoft Game Studio is really doing a solid one. Did you say October 9th? Is that what it was?
I was trying to remember what day Back to the Future took place on. It's October 26th, though. I was wondering if there are any parallels there.
Gotcha.
I'm looking too deep.
Oh, he's got a USB with the evidence on it.
Could just do a simple time steal again. You'd be like, oh, he's gone already.
Charlie,
Uh-oh.
I need a favor.
Yeah.
Could we talk somewhere private?
I'd really rather not.
In your office would be good. It'll be really quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So this hacker dude is the mole
There's nothing there.
or something.
You think?
He just wasn't there.
No, he's got the evidence of that guy
Beating
killing
up.
beating up Monarch people. Yeah.
Okay.
The perimeter lab.
The mole is the girl.
Right,
We
right.
helped
Okay.
Joyce explain it. I mean, sorry, we have been talking over this entire thing.
He sent me here to get access to it. Can you help me out?
And this is only the start of the game, folks, so don't worry about
See what I can do.
spoilers.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this up after the end of this super short cutscene.
You know, it's really funny that you say that that lead on Joyce was no good because
Here we go.
I don't know. It sure looks like he was there. And that other guy kind of looks like you, but that's weird because you work for Monarch, and that guy clearly does not work for Monarch.
Da.
Now, I can zoom in. Hey, wait, son, killing me? Because I just put a high security alert out on your ass. You got about 20 seconds.
You're bluffing.
Hey, you're welcome to stick around and try to find out.
You know what I'm gonna do to you.
I have a pretty good idea what Monarch's gonna do to you. In about 15, 14, 13, 12, 11,
Time, man. One of your time powers.
9, 8. We need all points converged on Liam Burke.
He just has like a walkie-talkie there. just-
Broadband radio.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Time to get out of here.
Level B, near the main overpass.
Just a reminder to Monarch employees, get your flu shots.
Get your flu shots. I love all the random... They were talking about food trucks earlier on the tannoy. Here we go.
Pass right by him.
Oh!
Dudes owed me money.
I wonder if that's like the same takedown they use in every movie when there's two people. They're fucking idiots. He's right.
Yeah. You always have to like point one dude's gun at the other guy.
Yeah, they just like, that's how they teach stunt actors. Whoa, this guy just unloaded some random shots in a public office.
Oh, there's a few more.
It's just your standard escalator fight.
Brenner, I'm dealing with it. Yeah, I know. He's in the building. Yeah.
That guy's a kooky character.
What is wrong with that stairwell?
I know, right? It's like the most inefficiently made stairwell ever. Also, why did all these security guards have guns?
Structure. I repeat, south parking structure, 4th floor.
I mean, they've literally covered head to toe in bulletproof. Why would they not have guns? Trying to get my sweet car. And I think this was the moment where I realized, okay, they've put money into this, because this is actually like a relatively decent car chase scene. That actually takes place on like streets. Look at this nonsense. Get out of there, Ben Affleck. Oh. Microsoft's gonna have to pay for that.
A lot of Nissans in this.
Out of here. Nice bit of understeer. Gotta smash at least one of those. This reminds me of the intro for Grand Theft Auto 2.
Okay, he said he's south on Eastman.
Dubba 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 dubba. If you're just joining us on this stream, this is Quantum Break, the video game.
Believe it or not.
We played the game for about, I don't know, 35 minutes? We're 25 minutes, 23 minutes into the first of the TV show episodes which occur after each act in the game. I mean, this is pretty, like, high budget, right? Like, it's not a movie, but it's not like...
They've passed that same white Volkswagen about 5 times now. It could be a different one, but a lot of people are driving white Volkswagens.
They're a super popular car right now.
Yeah. That...
Look at this.
Pete Brown had mentioned he had the same notion.
Of Volkswagens?
No, he came in one day, he's like, I think they passed the same car like 6 times.
Look, I love this shot here so much. It's like 12 different cameras. It's so well done. It's like, you know, it's the crescendo of a scene, because it's like, there's like camera car and then inside and then
quick as hell.
This guy here and then front. And look, this is so many camera angles. Use them all up. Don't do it. You've got a child. You've got a child. Time to think about your family. Boom.
That's that.
I think that's that. End of episode 1.
Of how many did you say?
I don't want to say. I don't want to speculate. I think it might be like in the 5-6 realm. And that's it. That is our now playing of Quantum Break, the latest game from Remedy, creators of the Max Payne franchise, Max Payne 1 and 2. They didn't make 3, that was Rockstar, but they did make Alan Wake, which was a fantastic game. This video game is out on the 5th of April, 2016, which is like 2 weeks away.
Yeah.
It feels like that now.
Yeah.
So this is the first amount of stuff that we're allowed to show. Next week we have another embargo for the 2nd chapter. So if you want in on that, make sure to follow myself and Mike on Twitter, and we will tweet that one out and get back in here. And that's Quantum Break coming out on PC and Xbox One in a couple of weeks. What were your impressions of that?
I was with you. The TV show seemed like very high budget and like high production value, like more than I was expecting. I think I was just, like I said, expecting these like full motion video kind of cutscenes.
Yeah.
I didn't know it would be like something you could actually like rewind and fast forward and whatnot. But the game seems promising. I'd have to play more of it. What you played is what I've seen of it, aside from trailers and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to seeing more powers and how they all kind of like weave together in the combat, because that's the draw for me.
Yeah, that's we can't obviously show, but that's kind of what I've experienced later, is that you do get more powers, but from what I've played, it's not getting into, it hasn't yet kicked into like this is a super engrossing action experience. It's like enjoyable, but sort of nothing crazy to write home about. But it's for me personally, the overall package is what's been drawing me back. And like, I don't watch television. Like I watch like Netflix series every once in a while, like House of Cards and stuff like that. But I don't like watch like sci-fi or like, you know, Daredevil or any of these like, you know, mid-budget TV shows ever. So I'm not into that. But I think my expectations were kind of so like in the middle for what the video stuff might be that I was actually like super pleasantly surprised by how it all works out. I'm actually, the one thing that's taken me aback a little bit about this now playing is how they basically just killed off a character that I spent a lot of time with later in the game.
That's
So
interesting.
That's actually pretty cool. And if this is what happened, I mean, hopefully they do that after every chapter, and then there's like maybe like kill off a character every chapter. But
Hopefully
they do something right.
Yeah.
That makes it a little bit different. So I'm interested in that. I'm very interested in that actually now at this stage.
Yeah, because that's interesting. Because I like we've been playing so many open world games like already this year, and like open-ended strategy games. I kind of want something that's just gonna pull me through on a string. But the fact that you can have these branching storylines that completely change up the TV show and the game seems pretty appealing. Like maybe I don't know about replay value, but like as far as just having these stories, you come in and like talk to other people who had a completely different experience. I'm looking forward to it.
So I guess we'll have to wait and see. That's all we can show today. Sadly, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Mike Mahardy.
Thanks for playing.
For joining me today. No problem. Our review will be live in like a couple of weeks. Like I don't know exactly when the embargo is. It's probably around the release date, April 5th. But we'll be back next week on GameSpot. Right here on twitch.tv/GameSpot, on GameSpot.com to play more Quantum Break. So make sure you hit that follow button. Subscribe if you want to watch some more of that. The week of video games has just started. There's going to be loads more stuff up on the site. So until then, have a great week, and we will see you later on right here on GameSpot. Bye, time friends. Time for us to
get out of here. We're out of time.
We're out of time. We're out of time. Goodbye.